So for Kevin Chambers, no runs allowed, 6 hits. The runners on base are his responsibility. He can win, can't win this ball game. He could lose it or have nothing to do with it. And a left-hander's on the hill right now for Capistrano Valley. And I'm just going to give you a chance to guess who you think it might be. A hard-throwing left-hander called the #1 high school pitcher in America. The San Francisco Giants believe they're going to draft him next week. Number 6 in the first round. Yeah, you got it. Tyler Matzek is taking over. So it couldn't come at a better time because, again, they've got the 9 available outs by way of the CIF rules. And Tyler, the all-everything, out there right now with a remarkable record. Can't get much better than 12-1 and a minuscule 0.98 earned run average. They call him the #1 pitcher, not just in California, but in the USA. Not a bad hitter either, well over 400 on the year. So he's going to move from first base. We have a new first baseman out there, Kevin Chambers. So Kevin will not leave the ball game, but instead they're going to do a switch. And that means Matzek to the pitching mound, Chambers to first base. And it's Tanner Phillips at the plate right now. The bases are loaded. So the walk was issued to Ryan Little. After the double play, so miraculously done by Chambers, he fell apart with a walk to Lisinski, a single to Donald Snead, and a walk to Ryan Little loading the bases. Phillips waiting at the plate, and that pitch is like a blur. And it was a ball down low, but they talk about the legendary young man who can throw 97 miles an hour. Again, remember that name and Google it, because he's a guy that's going to go someplace and has a very bright future. Tyler Matzek. Here's the pitch. High pop-up, right side. 2 outs, he induced him to pop up. Over there, Chambers, the pitcher, squeezes it for out number 3. Capo Valley dodges the bullet by bringing in the right man at the right time, Tyler Matzek. And we head now to the bottom of the 6th, and it remains no score. Capistrano Valley dodges a major bullet, dodging, bobbing, and weaving, and finding their way through by bringing Tyler Matzek in and inducing a pop-out to end the inning. And for Edison, heartbreaking for them as they leave the bases full. Beginning his own now 6th inning of work, Kurt Heyer working a 3-hitter against Capistrano Valley. Well, that's what makes it exciting, and the so-called adage, sitting on pins and needles, all those moms and dads out there. Ready to fall apart at any given pitch or swing of the bat, if you know what I mean. Steve McMichael will start things off for Capistrano Valley, followed by Nolan Clark and then Tyler Matzek's spot. Kurt Heyer again working his own brilliant shutout and starts off with a fastball outside. So you now really have one of the great matchups in high school anywhere between two great pitchers. Slider outside 2-0. You've got the 11-2 higher with the 0.82 ERA going up against Tyler Matzek, 12-1. His ERA under 1 as well, and it's a fastball for a strike. Talking about Matzek, legendary stories abound out of the South Orange County area. This young man pitching in the Little League realm and then moving his way up into high school as the pitch misses outside 3-1. There are stories of Tyler Matzek breaking the hands of many catchers that had to catch his pitch. I'm talking about all those years he was developing, coming through, showing himself 80, 85, 90, and now upwards to a 97-mile-an-hour fastball as the pitch is over for a strike, 3-2. McMichael waiting in this ball game. Struck out in the first inning, but hits just a simple ground ball over to Kyle Jones. The throw to first in time for out number 1 here in the 6th inning. So McMichael induced a ground out, and here comes Nolan Clark. Yeah, if you can believe it. Actually breaking the hand of young catchers, little leaguers, who were wearing a glove at the time. They had the leather on. That's the great velocity. They told stories about Tyler Matzek, as now Steve Lambright needs to go out there and just confer with Kurt Heyer for a moment. How he had to lay off and not show his great stuff in Little League Baseball, just maybe, as Tiger Woods calls it, is he doesn't show his A game. He didn't have his A game on the mound, not to overwhelm the opponent and save his good stuff for the real good hitters because he didn't want to blow out his arm. These are stuff of the urban legend that's come about when referring to Tyler Matzek, who's in there right now for Capo Valley. And now at the plate, first pitch swing, Nolan Clark, high chopper left side, out of play. I don't know how much of it is true. We just pass along. You know, one story is told and it becomes, it takes on a life of its own. What was that great Western movie? They said, when the reality bumps into the myth, print the myth. Ground ball comes quickly over to Kyle, last name Jones, and the throw to first in time for out number 2. So with all this talk about Mr. Matzek, his opposite number, Kurt Heyer, continues to retire Cougars at will. 2 out quickly in the 6th. Maybe extra innings in this one. It's going to come down to some heroic effort on the part of late inning heroic, so to speak. 1 run will win this ball game. I'm almost sure of it. Is guess who's at the plate? Tyler Matzek, who takes a fastball for a ball outside 1-0, and quickly Heyer comes right back to his opposite number and finds himself with a slider missing outside. It's a righty versus lefty matchup, giving advantage right now to the hitter at the plate. And we mark down here Tyler Matzek, the #1 high school pitcher in USA, not a bad hitter as well. Backs off the plate, the fastball, 3-0. He had 2 home runs versus Marina in that playoff game, went 2 for 3, got an RBI in the 1-0 win over Riverside Poly. He can do it all. And this one, high drive down the right field line. This one has flown the coop. Kurt Heyer going along swimmingly in this ball game and looking at his opposite number. And we're out here again praising his great pitching abilities. The fact that they feel the San Francisco Giants is going to draft the guy as a pitcher. And what does he do? Well, we said it just a moment ago. He can hit too, and he hit in a big way. Hits this towering shot down the right field line, well over the 330 barrier here at Anaheim. And there's your first score of the ball game. That's going to be now fielded deep in the hole. The throw in first base to Kevin Chambers, and Chambers is going to leg it out for an infield single. Yeah, the guy that could throw the 97-mile-an-hour fastball that broke the hands of many of his catching compatriots coming through Little League can swing the bat, too. And there's something about that high-towering drive down the right field line. You knew it was gone when he hit it. And it most definitely flown the coop here at Anaheim. High pop-up, looking up into the Anaheim night is Ryan Little, squeezes it. But the damage most definitely has been done. Capistrano Valley breaks through in a big way with the one big run, and it couldn't come any bigger than that. A home run off the bat that time, a Tyler Matzek, and the last chance for Edison coming up here in the 7th. A 1-0 Capistrano Valley lead. We'll be right back. Don't you dare miss the 7th.